Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Hello Exie! My name is Denise Hutchins and I'm broadcasting to you from Studio Mikarts. Exie is now so on top of it that when I'm late, I'm actually the second one to my own stream. How are you, Exie? So great to see you as always. Hope you're doing good. I hope you had a great weekend. Today is Tuesday, so it's time for Inktober52. The prompt this week is Weirdo, which I already wrote in my Discord, but I'm not a fan of this prompt because Weirdo always has a bit of negativity associated. It's like, it's always an insulting word, so I'm like, but... Well, that was what it was. So I searched for weird birds and I found this awesome bird called, I'm probably not going to pronounce it right, but it's called a hoatzin, maybe? Hoatzin. And among other things that were really cool about it is that it has a digestive system similar to a cow's or any other ruminant, which is that it uses fermentation to digest instead of a stomach, so it has I can't remember exactly all the terminology, but anyway, I was like, okay, let's find a cow or something, and that's why I'm so late starting my stream, because I was trying to find one that was from South America, because this bird, hoatzin, is from South America. I finally settled on the pudu, puda? It's a little bitty deer, and it's very cute. So that's going to be the back half, and we're going to make a Gryphon with the hoatzin and the puda. So that's what we're going to work on today. Oh, excellent. Yay, you're welcome. I'm always happy to hear it. How are you doing? I'm doing really well. Having a great day. I just ate some delicious raisin toast with peanut butter on it and everything. Oh, I just realized I only opened half of my curtains. Hold on. I'm going to open the rest of my curtains. I know it doesn't make any difference to the stream, but it's weird for me. I have half of my curtains. One of the two curtains open. There. Now I can have maximum natural light in here. Yay! So yeah, I'm great. Got a nice workout in, ring fit adventure, did my yoga, and worked on my autumn Gryphon illustration. So that was really nice. I've got all my reference images finally settled for that. I made it very hard for myself by choosing relatively unknown animals. So it was really, really hard to just find a picture of what does this shrew look like? I can't find one, so it took me forever, but that's done, so now I can actually get on to drawing. So I'm feeling really good because of that. Okay, so I'm getting out my kit, this year's Inktober kit. I decided on it. And let's see. For anybody who hasn't watched one of these before, I shall just explain briefly what these items are. So I fold up this little pouch, set it over here. So here's the sketchbook I'm using. It's the official Inktober Moleskine collab sketchbook. And these items I received, and the sketchbook, from the Inktober retreat last year. It's over now, this year's retreat. I hope it was great for everybody who attended. And it's all Zebra brand items. This is the creative starter set with 5 mild liners and 5 fine liners. And then these 2 black ink brush pens with medium tips, and one has a small tip too. And then some stuff to get my sketches started. Palomino Blackwing pencil, Pentel high polymer eraser, and then this is the Coom automatic long point sharpener. Okay. What? That's adorable! Look what you did! That's so cute! It works! It's adorable! I think that's the first time thank you. Thank you for using them. It just makes my day. I'm making over there. It's a little bit weird that my own drawing makes me so happy, but it's not just that it's my own drawing, it's that someone else is using it and like for what its intended purpose was, so. And you did such a good job making them wave at each other. That's so cute. I think it works. Okay, so I have two tabs open in my browser, which you can't see on the stream, but so it's over here on my screen. So first I shall just get this cool bird. So I like to start with the bird half first. I don't know why, but that's just usually how I do it. So there were other cool things about this bird too, so if anybody is curious, I don't think you'd waste your time reading about this interesting bird. So anyway, here is the general shape. And I don't need to go all the way to the tail because the back half is going to be this pudu. Oh, you're welcome. Yay! I'm so glad you like it. I can't wait to make more. But before we make more, I'm going to make your thank you chibi. So that's what I'm going to do this Friday for Chibi Friday. And then it's kind of, I realize, oh man, then I'm taking 2 Fridays off because it's Thanksgiving week, and then the JLPT, the Japanese Language Proficiency Test, is the next week, so I'll be traveling. Well, hopefully we can finish Chibi Moon Night before the end of the year. We'll see. I'm so looking forward to it, too. You gave me such a great excuse. It's one of my favorites. But I'm also I've still been, anybody looking at my profile on Discord is like, man, she's just listening to Loki nonstop. Yes, I've been listening to Loki soundtrack playlist like nonstop for the last several days. This bird is so cool. It has this really big crest sticking up. And then it has a face, I don't know, it's got this blue patch on it, so it's almost like I don't know, it's got like this blue mask. I mean, it's not a mask for the bird, it's just its face, but it looks kind of like a mask, and that's this brilliant big feathers like a punk. It's a cool punk bird. I guess that works for the weirdo prompt. Even though I don't think punks are weirdos, a lot of people do think they're weirdos, so I guess it works that this bird looks like a punk. I love its cool beak. It's just got this very lovely curve right here. Okay, so I guess I'll draw the wings next. There's still a lot more detail to be added here, but I think I got the most obvious shapes in. So I'll add the wings next, and then I'll add the pudu back. Although I can't really see the front feet, so I'm going to have to draw all these leaves and stuff I'm seeing in this reference image. Oh, well, I'll not say too much, but yeah, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was awesome. It was awesome. I can't say anything else because I want everybody to be able to experience it firsthand. And so I feel like even stating my opinion is not a spoiler, but it's influencing people's expectations. But yeah, I think it's worth watching. So everybody's thinking about it and they have not watched the new Loki season, or any of the Loki, first season. They haven't watched the first season either. What about you, Exy? You did some fan art, so I feel like you liked it. This bird also has very beautiful wings. Very lovely, so lovely. It's got the very distinct white edges to these feathers here. So there's just no question about the layers of the feathers. And then we've got the big long ones coming out like this. Let's see, is it about, I think it's about the same length from here to here as to here to this feather. And then they come out even farther. Yay! I'm glad that you love it. Yep, so good. Just so good. It's so good. I can't say anything more. I really hope everybody watches it. It's just so brilliant. It's like stuff like that is like, I don't mind that the Disney Plus subscription rate is going up. It's worth it. If they're going to give me awesome stories like that, then good. I'm happy to pay for it. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 feathers here, so actually I need to add another one. 4 feathers here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm seeing 6 feathers of these longer ones. I don't think there's going to be room to put the pudu in here. The pudu deer, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 1, 2, 3. There's not going to be room. Well, I'm going to tighten this up a little bit. It's actually, the wing is actually open more than what I've drawn it, but I ran out of room. So I'm changing it. I'm changing it to work for what I put here. Well, these should be coming out more, and then I can fit one more. I can fit one more. There. It's not anatomically correct. It's missing one feather. There. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. So I'm just going to get that deer just a little bit showing, because actually the wing feathers are so long you can't really see. You can see the tail feathers coming out from here, so the back end of the bird is covered anyway. Best thing MCU. I think it is definitely up there. It makes me feel like now it's like I have Moon Knight and then I have Loki, and they're both up. They're both at the top. They're both the same. Yeah, and I wonder if it's even. It's really hard. It's hard for me. So actually, you put best thing in the MCU. That's like regardless of format. So whether it's a movie or it's this series, it's the best. Because I'm just asking because I put it, I divide them up. So I have the movies, like the theatrical movies is one category, and then these series is another category. I think it helps me because it makes me feel like I can have a top favorite, multiple top favorites. Well, it's not like you can do whatever you want. You can say like everything is your favorite or whatever, but yeah, that's how I do it. So I just asking. The best in general. Gotcha. It is really good. It is really good. Definitely. So it's like, for me, I'm not dividing them up because I feel like they can't be compared, but it's just yeah, like I said, gives me an excuse to have multiple favorites. Well, I'm already having multiple favorites. It's Loki is so good, and the Moon Knight is so good. I can't pick one, so they're both up there. And then She-Hulk is also among my favorites, but it's so different because it's like it's very meta and high on comedy and also social commentary, and so it's just his own thing as well. Oh, Infinity War. Can't remember exactly. So, Infinity War was the first half, or wait. Was Infinity War first, or was it Endgame first? Oh, What do you mean you experienced with an amazing opportunity? So it was like seeing the movie itself was a special, like, its own, like, how can I say this? Like, you have your own personal experience that made it extra good. I definitely have movies like that, too. Okay. Okay, so I've got the deer part coming down here. Right here, in the reference image I'm looking at, you can't see the feet. Like, maybe I'm seeing a claw, like right here. I think actually I am. So I'm seeing like one toe, but the rest is this like plant. So I'm going to draw the plant right here, and it'll just be covering all the limbs. Oh, first half. Gotcha. I can never remember. I just go on Disney Plus now. Before Disney Plus, I would like always have to look it up online and be like, what's the order that they were released in, and then try to organize my Blu-rays the correct way, but still they'd get out of order. Now with Disney Plus, I don't have to worry about it. I just go in the menu and they have sorted it by every possible way you would want to watch. Every watch order that you might want. So I could just go in there, pick the one I want, boom. So easy. Okay, I'm gonna rush this plant a little bit. It's a very unique plant. It's almost like a succulent or something. But it's time to start inking, so I'm just gonna do some really general. I mean, I am looking at the reference image. There's these cool, like, long, they almost look like little thin caterpillars. They're coming off the plant. But I'm not trying to make it super precise or anything, just get the overall idea of this plant in here so that I can get to inking, because it's time to do that if I want to finish within my prescribed amount of stream time. So, okay, and here's this one foot. I mean, one, not foot. You can see one single finger. So there it is. And it's behind this leaf anyway. Okay. Let's add a few more leaves, a few more of these interesting curvy long leaves or whatever they are. More in the middle. Some of the long things in the middle too. Long plant things. That's good enough. Let's start inking, and I'll add the details as I ink, like little teeny tiny feathers here and a pupil and all kinds of stuff. But we'll do it as we ink. So we'll start with this one. Oh yeah, that would be fun. Yeah. Yeah, I think watching together, like, some of my best movie memories are when I think of stuff like that, it's like the prequel Star Wars movies. And my family was all into it. My mom, my dad, me, my, how many siblings do I have? My 3 siblings. And then we were all there, huge family, all excited about Star Wars. And I remember, like, waiting, this was, like, ages ago, where to get tickets to the midnight premiere, you'd have to wait all day long. So I, like, remember waiting for hours in line, this long line going around the movie theater, and I was waiting with my sister, and we were the ones going to get the tickets. And yeah, so I agree. I can totally see. It's so great. Just what you said. So great watching it with people I admire. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, She-Hulk is so good. It was so unexpected, too. That's another one. Anybody watching, you haven't watched She-Hulk, totally recommend it. Oh, thank you. Catching up on your messages. Oh, good, good. Here, I'll hold it up closer, too, because I know it's really far away, so. Here. Just a sketch, and now I shall. Yeah, you can barely see the deer part, but I promise it's a griffin, not a regular bird. Okay, so I'll start on this side and work. So I'll start. Let me describe more precisely. I'll start on the right side and work to the left side because I'm left-handed, and then that way it's least likely for me to smudge the ink as I go. These pens are so dry. I know I complain about it a lot, but it's because they are. But I want to see it through. I decided at the beginning of the year that this was the stuff I was going to use. Because I've been thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I should just switch to the other stuff. But no, let's just have some patience. There's only a few more weeks left, which is crazy. So yeah, when I pick what I'm going to use next year, I'm definitely going to pick stuff that's easy to refill, like pots of ink or stuff like that. So I was thinking a dip pen probably, and maybe a brush with a pot of ink. And then like my favorite Sakura. These are my, see there's so much, oh I'm knocking them out of their little case, but these are such my favorite that they're just always out here on my desk. So I think I'll just have those and like a dip pen with a few different nibs. Brush pens are really nice, but since they eventually run out, that's kind of a, what is it called? What is it called when it's a thing that's not good about something? It's a detriment? I think that's what I'm trying to say. So I think what they're really good for is when you're traveling and you don't want to bring like a pot of ink with you, because what if it breaks or spills or whatever? Then these style of brush pens I think are really nice for that kind of thing. But when I'm just working out of my home studio, I think I prefer just be able to dip it into the pot of ink. Bummer. Yep. It's like if I make little teeny tiny short strokes, this is still strong, makes a strong line. But if I try to make really long strokes like these ones on the head, it's when it's like, this is not the shape that I wanted it to be. Oh well. It's not that bad. This is all just practice anyway, so. Okay. I was counting the feathers earlier, but now I'm just gonna draw what I see here on my sketchbook. Nice, it looks pretty good though. Oh, that's really hard to do these really long ones. Okay, and now I shall break it up a little bit because the plant is in front of it here. Okay, now a little bit of the furry back half. Pudu, what was it called? Pudu puda. Pudu puda. Oh, and here's this foot. And we'll do, let's see. Yeah, let's go back up to the face, because now there's more detail to add. So on the eye, and we'll draw a circle for the highlight and then a circle for the pupil. And there's like a ridge around the top part. And a lot of texture. A lot of texture around the eye like that. And then this is sort of like a little feathery beard right here. In fact, it could have come farther out. And I have not done the beak yet. Nice. Okay, next there is a difference between the color of these feathers. So I'll draw some indication of the boundary between the two colors. Actually, with a lot of these top feathers being very dark brown, you know, they have a lovely greenish tint as well. But they have these strokes of white that it would be nice to just be able to put white down, but I'll just do my best to leave them white. Let's see if I can do that. Maybe I'll do it with hatching. We'll see. But let's finish any main stuff. So maybe a little bit more. Yeah, we need a lot more texture on this crown. We'll call it a crown. Woo! Okay, let's do the plant. Ink the plant. I'm going to keep this same sort of sketchy look for the lines of the plant. Something that I didn't sketch that I'm going to include is those little wormy bits on the plant have this texture like me. That's why it looks like a worm, because it's like segmented. So I'm going to draw those segments. Little lines to indicate that they are segmented. Yeah, it's like this plant that this bird is on. It's just as interesting as the bird. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Okay, now the only thing is that I need to make some, well, I don't have to, but I want to make some sort of hard edge, indicate this a definitive edge here for the plant, because with this very swirly kind of shape that I've drawn it in, it doesn't look like a thing, it just looks like a bunch of stuff. So just at least make it connected from here to here and here to here. Okay, that's good enough. I don't want to put too much though, because then it will bring the attention here more than, I think here is the number one place I would like the attention to be. Okay, I guess let's erase This is nice. We've got about 24 minutes left. So I think there's time to do some detail work. Probably, first thing I'll do is do some hatching to indicate the darker shade of the feathers that are on top, the top half of the body. And I definitely got to erase the paper, even if I haven't inked or sketched on there, because I was drawing my hand across it. So I probably smeared some graphite. I think I got everything. At least good enough for a sketchy Inktober drawing. There. Okay, where's my swipey brush? Okay. Swiping this stuff into the trash can so that I don't have to walk on it later. Looks pretty good. Okay, let me swipe this extra stuff too. Little crumbs, little eraser crumbs. Boom. Oh, I just realized I can also, this is a very colorful bird. It's got blue, like, mask on its face. Its eye is red. It has red feathers. These ones right here are red. This is brown, and then golden on the bottom. I don't have all those colors, but I do have these mild liner markers. So I haven't used them in a while. I think I'll use them this time because there are so many colors on this bird that you can't really just show the difference with hatching alone. Okay, so it's gonna go through and add hatching to try and make it look like the dark feathers with white streaks. It's not going to be exactly like it is in real life, but just kind of get the idea maybe. It's not completely one color. Yeah, it is so colorful. And it's like, this bird could be the basis for like a phoenix, I think. These colors are like phoenix colors to me. Especially the tail looks like it was dipped in gold. Because it has this like yellow, just like a little, I mean, it says the bird is about the size of a chicken, so I imagine that it's about this much of a tail feather that's maybe like this long. Just guessing, but it's just like, boop, like it was just dipped in gold, and like right here on this part of the wing is also just looks, yeah, it's so colorful, so colorful. Okay, now I'm adding hatching to these part of the feathers, and I'm going to do the same thing, try to avoid this bottom edge because it's got this very, once again, it's almost like it was dipped into white paint. This looks perfectly white. When I'm done, I want to read that whole article. I read some on a different page, and then I saw this page, and they had this nice picture too. And I looked a little bit at the article, saw that it's like, has the digestive system like a ruminant animal. And then there were some other things about it. I can't remember. One of them was not very kind. On the another site was that they smell like cows in like a bad way, but that other article also said that some people say it's not that bad. And I'm like, well, I think that it just depends. If that's the case, it probably just depends on whether you think cows smell good or bad. I think cows smell nice. I like how they smell, so I think that I wouldn't mind how this bird smells. Oh, I took it a little too far. That's okay. I should have stopped right about here, but that's okay. This one's just going to be slightly different. I'm trying to keep the tips of these feathers, so I didn't bring them all the way down here, and I'll do the same thing. Keep it from going too far down, so that it hopefully looks like it has a white edge. These dang little, these strings from the binding. I'm in the middle of what is it called? A register of pages. So a register of pages is 4 sheets folded in half. So I'm in the middle, and so these strings are in the middle from the binding, and my pen gets caught on them. It's just a sketchbook, so that's okay, but sometimes it's like, what? My line got messed up because it got caught on the string. Let's see. So these are all brown underneath, with also still the white edges. There we go. One more row of these. String around the string. And when I'm done with this row of feathers, I'll be past all the strings. I'm past all the strings now, actually. Okay, and then top feathers. This is actually the back right here. Whoops, I shouldn't touch that already. I touched it way too soon. I smeared the ink. Oh well. Too late. Can't take it back. Oh, Sarah, thank you! Oh, it doesn't show it on the chat as usual. Sarah subscribed. Sarah Quilt subscribed at tier 1. They subscribed for 2 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you! Also, hello! How are you? I love seeing your quilts in Discord. It looks so nice. Dinosaurs and sharks. Super awesome. Very, very nice choice for the kids' quilts. Dinosaurs were my favorite when I was a kid. Love, love, love dinosaurs. And I loved them before Jurassic Park, so it only made me a huger fan of Jurassic Park when I was a kid when they came out with Jurassic Park, so very nice. Very nice choice of fabric patterns. Okay, so down through these feathers is brown, and then it starts becoming red, but the tips are still seem to be the same brown color. So I'm going to fill all these in with hatching, and then the tips of these ones hatching. Oh, good! Awesome, I hope it goes well. How are you feeling about it? Excited? This is a very meditative part of drawing. Filling in a feather with hatching from the end of this very long feather. Like, this is like 3 or 4 inches in real life. And it's kind of mesmerizing, filling it in. Okay, 2 more. I'm going to turn the book a little bit so that it kind of curves along with the wing. Turn it a little bit. Makes sense. Excited, nervous, scared, and hopeful. Good. Good that there's some positive. So wait, what'd you say? Monday? Monday. So we got like a week to wait. So deep breaths. Okay, turning it one more time. We've got about 10 minutes. Okay. Oh. Man, I hate that kind of thing, but I guess it makes sense. I like to know things in advance and be able to plan. So that to me that would be just yet another thing to add to the nervous energy, is like waiting to find out when the time is going to be and everything. How do you know if you're successful? You have to do a bunch of checkups and stuff? Yeah, it makes sense. Especially based on what you've been telling me in your letters. Okay. Yay! So I've got all this brown part marked. Guess I could do the beak too. I had done some for shading purposes, but let's add some to indicate the color a little bit, especially because it'll feel like it matches. Now that I've done all this other stuff, it'll feel like it matches. There. Okay, 9 minutes. Let's do a little bit of markers. We don't usually do markers. I haven't. The one color I actually have one that's somewhat similar is this blue color. What do they call it? This is called lavender. So we'll use it on the mask. Okay, step 1, monitoring. Monitoring. So, like, are you just monitoring for certain indicators at home, or you have to, like, go in once a week or something? Oh. Yeah, that's amazing. So close to your birthday. December 4th. Because isn't it your birthday? Wait, is it you? Okay, it's like, I remember it's like you, and then your anniversary, and then Tom. So adding like another day to, so like, okay, good, I remembered correctly. It's going to be a very busy week for you, that first week of December. Oh, I love putting the color right here, even if I don't put color anywhere else. I think this is awesome. Having it right on this blue part. Even though I'm not necessarily seeing this in the reference image I'm looking at, I'm bringing the blue into the beak. Because I just feel like that's the thing to do. Since I'm not coloring the whole thing, makes it feel like it's integrated instead of just like this patch, like a stamp or something. And I think that maybe I am seeing that a little bit. It's just the image is so small. Like the head on the reference image is, oh yeah, it's this big. So it's only as wide as this mark, so it's hard to see the details, but I think that's good. I've got this pink color, so I think I'll use this for the eye and these feathers that seem to be red too, and we'll see how we are on time. Okay, good luck, because I know you hate the needles. And blood tests suck if they have to take it out. Do they have to take it out of your vein, or are they able to just do like a prick test where it gets a little drop of blood and that's all they need? Okay. I'll draw from the elbow. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. I do not envy you that. I have tiny veins myself, so often they cannot get it the first time. And then they always tell me that I need to drink more water. I'm like, I drink so much water. I drink 96 ounces a day. That's 4 of these. And I usually have more liquids than that because that's pure water. So that doesn't count like if I have a glass of milk or, you know, whatever. So anyway. Yeah, sorry. Had to open my own can of worms about the blood draws. So I'm not afraid of needles, but it doesn't help when they can't get it. But the last time I had to get a blood test, the person who did it for me was just like a genius. She was like, boom, and it was done in less than a minute. I was in the chair, and then I was out of the chair. It was awesome. So that just went to show that it's not just my fault. It's not my fault. Yeah. So it hurts. I think, so I got my flu and COVID vaccines the same day, and I've done that the past couple of years. And the flu vaccine definitely hurt. But it was just a little momentary, you know, like just like a pinch or something. Not so bad. And then the COVID vaccine, I literally don't feel any pain. I feel that the needle is going in, but it cannot be described as pain. It's just like a thing is happening. But when you get the blood drawn and they're like trying to find it and they're adjusting it while it's in there and it's I'm imagining it. It's not good. So, good luck. Hang in there with those blood tests. Good job. I'm proud of you. Good job. Well, especially since you've had so many other bigger needles for a long time. The COVID needle is like the tiniest needle ever. It's so small. I still remember like stealing myself for my very first COVID vaccine because I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do my part. I'm going to protect myself and protect everybody else. And so I was like, getting all ready for it. Oh, here it comes. And then it was like nothing. And I was like, it's not even that bad. I was expecting like some terrible thing. And it's funny, getting a tattoo hurts way more. Hurts way more than getting, because it lasts so long, I think. It doesn't go as deep because you have to go into the skin for like any sort of like needle thing for medical. But it hurts way more, and yet I was never afraid of getting a tattoo, but I was afraid for most of my life of getting, well, maybe not most of my life now. It's been long enough now, but until my like early 20s, I was afraid of needles and getting any sort of medical needle thing done. And now I'm like, well, whatever. Either one. The tattoo did not make it better either. I just got better separately for my medical discomfort, I guess we'll call it. It wasn't really a fear. It was just like, well, no, never mind. At some point, it really was a fear because I tried to like not run away, but they were going to come do an IV without telling me when I was getting my tonsils out as a teenager, and I like crawled back up on the bed because they were just gonna do it without like because the doctor was telling me about the surgery and stuff, and they were just gonna come like put it in my arm in the meantime. I was like, oh god, and I was like running away. So maybe it was a phobia at one point. Oh, that sucks. Oil-based? Wow, I've never heard of such a thing. How often do you have to get those? Like every day? That's even worse than me. Around the parking lot. Oh, good luck. Good luck every day. Ooh, yikes. Well, even if you don't like needles now, after that, surely you'll at least be used to them. Not saying you'll come to like the needles, but hopefully it'll just be like, meh, after that. And didn't you say, yeah, you said your sister underwent the same procedure, so did she have any tips and tricks for how to make it better? How to get through it with all the shots and stuff? Jinx. Jinx! Well, that's, I think it makes sense. Bestie Jinx. So now I'm just adding this final, because we're at time now, I'm adding this final outline. Just a little final touch to make it look nice and finished. Of course, if I had all the time in the world for this, then I would there's so much more I would do, but part of my Inktober challenge is giving myself the time constraint, and I think it really helps with my time management skills. I've gotten so good at it, so good at getting what I want done in the amount of time I prescribe myself. Okay, so let's call it good. Let's just write down my usual stuff. So Inktober 52, and this one's Weirdo. which I don't like because it's an insulting word, but I'll just go with it. And the date is the 14th of November, 2023. I've already started getting confused. Like, is it 2024 yet? Is it still 2023? Oh, thank you! Thank you, Exy! Yay, I'm glad you think so. Here's the final result of our interesting, what was this? It was called a hoatzin, or hoatzin, which is, it's a weird bird because it has a digestive system similar to ruminants, which are like cows, sheep, deer, etc. So that's why, even though you can barely see it, it's a pudu deer, also from South America, that I have paired it with to make this Gryphon. You can barely tell, though. That's okay, though. Oh yeah, I love this overall. Shaped like a loaf of bread. Okay. Won't keep you any longer. Oh yeah, look. Even the... I'm gonna allow it. Even the Twitch filter doesn't like the word weirdo because it's insulting. I don't like that they chose this word. But anyway, I allowed it. It's in the title, so... Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the your nice comments and chatting with me this whole time. It's such a great stream. I always have the best time with everybody. That's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow for a lucky dip. Hopefully, see you then. Either way, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching.